Well, of course, there are different motivations and objectives for the partners, for example, for the industry to maintain their commercial edge through innovation. For the cities, it's of course very clear we are talking about emission-free public transport, and as being from Hamburg, I can say for Hamburg this is really clear. We are heading towards the quality of life in our city because we are a growing city, and so therefore the quality of life, clean air is very important for us. All the members, they are doing this work in addition to their normal work. That means they are really committed to doing so and working for the progress of the hydrogen economy.
The fuel cell buses in Europe are continuing their operation for their third year. The first 2 years were completed under a different project that was also co-funded by the European Commission. The internal combustion engine buses were handed over to Berlin at the beginning of the FIFA World Cup in June 2006. Both technologies have been very successful in their operation. Altogether, we have reached 1.6 million kilometers and 110,000 hours, which are the largest figures for a project like this so far.
The successful introduction of any new technology is partially determined by the people who have to interact with it. In the case of public transport, this includes everyone from the technicians who maintain the buses, the bus drivers, and very importantly, the people who will ride on the buses.
I've been on these buses before.
Better one than the older ones.
Yeah, it's like
much better.
Yeah, it's not as noisy and it's like
Runs smooth. It's safe, so I would tell them that's much better than the buses we have now.
If you drive around here now in Brussels, even the people are looking, oh wow, a bus on hydrogen, and you see on their faces, that I didn't knew that existed.
Payer un peu plus, on aura plus d'amusement de la nature, parce que maintenant, quand on respire, l'odeur, les gaz et tout ça, alors je crois qu'on aura plus de plaisir, même payer un peu plus, c'est pas si grave.
So for me, it's an honor driving on this kind of bus, absolutely.
Surveyed research conducted by a number of studies, including one for HyFleet by the Technical University of Berlin, show that there is a wide general acceptance of the use of hydrogen as a transport fuel. Research carried out in August 2006 surveyed over 1,000 people in 4 European cities and found that over 90% of people associated hydrogen to positive concepts and ideas. 78% of people had a positive view of the hydrogen trial. Over 60% want the hydrogen trials to be further extended. Potential buyers of buses are also beginning to show their interest, with a number of cities ready to place orders for fleets of the new hydrogen-powered buses as soon as the technology is commercial.
Do you recommend other cities consider investing in a hydrogen fleet as well?
I would love that a lot of cities of the world would join our partnership. Now we are 6 partners, but there's a lot of space left for more partners.
We have at the moment a bigger project, a demonstration project with 14 of these vehicles. They will be operated in Berlin together with the Berlin Transit Association, BVG. We started there already with 4 vehicles with 150 kilowatt and deliver the next 10 vehicles next year, 2007, with 200 kilowatt. And that's enough for public transport.
Can you tell us what are the next steps in fuel cell bus technology?
The aim is to hybridize the prototype, that we install high voltage batteries. This means a higher efficiency for the bus. On the drivetrain side, we have now a central e-motor. We are on the way to find new solutions. Perhaps we will be successful with a Wool-Heb drive in this new prototype bus.
The market readiness is between 2012 and 2015. According to the infrastructure supplies, this can be supported by the necessary infrastructure at that time. But we still have a way to go to get there. We need to improve the vehicle concepts. This is both for fuel cell vehicles as well as for internal combustion engines. And we need to improve the fueling station concepts. The governments need to be involved in this as well, because they need to pave the way for the hydrogen economy, and we need to educate the public about hydrogen.
We had a very important first event which started this year. It was in January. I will never forget that. It was the first meeting of the European demonstration projects, specifically again on transport and hydrogen. And behind the curtains, or in between the individual presentations by the projects, there was a lot of talks. Project managers, project participants started talking to each other, and they said, if I had just known, we might have saved this or that. We could have done it more efficiently, something like that. So actually, there is a very basic need for exchange, for communication.
A hydrogen-powered future for public transport is not a distant possibility, but rather an imminent reality. HyFleet Qt is demonstrating this every day in 10 cities on 3 continents across the globe. How quickly we reach the promise that it has shown depends on a complex formula of industry, government and community will.